Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK, and I'm here. Hello. And it's Christmas. We have a tree. I have the tree. I have erected the tree. You can't see the lights very well because the webcam is crap, but I have the tree. And we also have Xavier.
Hello all.
We also have Hedgington.
Everybody, welcome to TigerTails Radio. Hope everybody's having a good time.
Lovely. And we also have Charleston.
Hello there, including an Ottoman in the background.
Oh, hello, Ottoman. Oh, I can see you've got some festive things going on in your background as well.
Yes.
You've got some pretty lights. While I finish setting up things, because I've just remembered I forgot to do a thing, why don't you give us a quick guided tour of what you've got going on there?
I got copper fairy lights and baubles. That's basically it.
But you seem to have arranged the fairy lights into some design of pattern.
Well, I basically arranged the fairy lights to be following the trail of the baubles.
So you've designed the baubles in a kind of pattern.
Yeah. It's not very clear to see in the camera, but there's sort of like a pattern of sort of like red, gold, green, gold. It's easier to see when you see it in person.
I see. I think I've just projected something all over.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Yeah, we did. Never mind. But at least now the class can actually see things.
I also have, it's not on show because it's behind the curtains, but I also have a my nativity scene.
The nativity scene?
Yes, a nativity scene all done with rodents.
Oh.
Because it's just adorable.
So what's playing Jesus? What is Jesus rodent?
A rodent, a mouse. They're all basically meant to be mice, but I call it nativity because me.
Oh, okay, so they're all mice. All mices.
Yes.
So you've got the 3 wise mice.
Yeah. Except for the sheep. That's still a sheep.
Okay. And why not?
Well, it'd be a bit weird if the sheep was also a mouse, wouldn't it?
Oh, I thought you could have like the baby ratty Jesus, and the sheep could be played by mice or something, or the 3 wise king could be played by the 3 blind mice.
Oh.
Yeah, let's not go there.
We're kind of mixing metaphors, writing metaphors, and fables and everything
things.
when we started doing that.
What makes it fun?
And it's been years since I've read the 3 blind mice stuff, which I probably should go back to because.
And Jerry in the chat says, hello, TK, Xavier, Hedgington, and Charleston, and Couchman. And Jerry says, hey, Southport says, hello to everyone in the chat. Feel free to make yourselves known.
Yes. Welcome to episode 5. We've managed to survive 5 episodes now.
We have. Oh, Cornhusky says good evening. And Wax. Hello, everyone. Hello, darlings.
Whether or not we'll be able to do an episode every Monday on December is another question.
Christmas Day's looking a bit sketchy.
Christmas Day and New Year's Day. It's like, hey, do you want to do a radio show on New Year's Day?
Maybe, maybe not.
I probably will be able to. I'll be able to pull myself out of bed because I'll be going out on New Year's Eve doing my thing in the little soirees that I get invited to. And like, hi everybody. Yes, it's me again wearing my extremely fetching white or pink suit, depending on how I feel. I may even wear a cravat.
Ooh. Well, now we're pushing the boat out.
Oh, yes. I was like, maybe I'll get something nice. I'll even get a pocket square.
Oh.
Cufflink.
Get you.
Thing, yeah.
Right, I think we should go and do a segment. So I'm going to... let's review the week, shall we?
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
How have your week been?
Hey, it's not been too bad, although there was a couple of personal things I was having to stress about more than I would like last week, but I'll go over those. I'll not go over those ones because they're just personal stuff.
Okay.
Work has been work flavored. November into December has been weird because we've had the spike end of month. I'm expecting the spike beginning of month.
Yep.
But everyone else is like going, oh yeah, it's going to be quiet. It's going to be quiet. And I'm sat there going,
You said the Q word.
so far, we've never been quiet. I have yet to establish what quiet is for life insurance. But every broker on the planet is now like going, oh yeah, I'm going to be away in like Tahiti for 3 weeks. And it's like, I hate you. It's like, can you deal with this before I fly off to Americas? It's like, it's in the queue. We'll get to it eventually.
It's on the to-do list.
Weather has been awful. We did have snow.
Did you?
Snow has existed. Yes, snow was in Bournemouth. It was just hilarious.
Blimey.
Wasn't going to settle. So we had snow, and then it was just mostly rain, which could be the result, or could be the cause of many of the signalling problems that I then had to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. I've kind of given up after this weekend gone on trying to get in because it's just like a nightmare.
No work row is not work fail.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at trains going, right, so the early morning ones are cancelling, being delayed. It says everything after that is fine. Do I risk stepping outside the house? That's the level of thing. I mean, doing one trip in and out on the Saturday that I did because I was catching up with Robin and that lot for the last time that I'd be seeing them for this month.
Mm-hmm.
Just managed to make it because delays. Good fun. So yeah, that was Saturday. Just saw friends. There was a little bit of role play prep, but again, December planning's out the window, so all of that's going to be properly picked up in January, which is a shame because a lot of the stuff we're looking at is really interesting.
Yeah.
So the momentum, there could be the potential momentum stop. Because like the planning, you do your planning phase for your book and you map the things out and you go, that's really cool. I love to get stuck into that. Then things happen and you don't for a month.
Yep.
And you come back to it and you look at it and you go, well, this is all shit, isn't it?
Are you trying to write a novel?
It's like, why is this character got this connection to this other character? Where are my notes? Oh, those are my notes. Okay. That kind of, I'm hoping it doesn't happen. I'm really hoping because I'm looking forward to this, but it's going to be January. And then Sunday was just stay at home. Jules's diet has changed because of doctor stuff, so we're like doing not the typical Sunday meals. There's a lot more reducing sugars and carbohydrates.
Mm-hmm.
So which makes some meals very interesting for things we're doing, and we're getting like the pasta replacement pastas.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, so it's not flour pasta; it's now the red lentil and all of those other pastas because can't have too much carbohydrates, which is a very weird concept. But yeah, so that's been it. And then Monday today, early morning, I was just knackered to the point where it's a case of it was like a 2-3 coffee day, really, which I'm going to blame on the weather, because weather and darker mornings, mood.
Yep. Seasonal.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Seasonal affliction disorder.
That's the one, yeah.
I said assisted.
Also abbreviated to SAD,
Yep.
which is kind of ironic.
Well, it's underlying what it actually is. You just feel sad
Yeah.
because you're stuck indoors and it's darker. But because doctors, they kind of actually have to be serious, so hence the seasonal afflicted disorder.
Whereas
You
me,
get sad lamp.
I get the opposite. I get in summer and it's like, oh God, it's so hot. Oh God, I'm sweating everywhere. Oh God, I can't cool down. Oh God. Whereas winter is like, snuggly. I can put up all these layers and go,
I
So,
feel
yes.
that's a transition into Hedges Week then.
I'm guessing so. So,
Okay,
Hedgie, how
yeah.
has your week been?
My week's been pretty good. I've been obviously back full time at the escape room now, rather than that ridiculous teaching thing I tried to do, which was fail like crazy. And I've got all my Christmas shopping done. I had to do it via Temu or Temu.
Oh,
now,
you've
as
actually
they
signed up
call
for them,
it.
have you?
Well, it was because my sister bought my dad a set of socks from there last year,
Yeah.
but they're all kind of weird socks where they match, but each pair is slightly different, so they look like odd socks.
I see.
And my dad hates wearing odd socks, so I've had to buy him another set, so he now has
So he can
sets
pair them
that
off.
actually match. So I just went, well, I'll buy everybody's stuff from Temu then, so I can just do that. So yeah. And also something very interesting I found in Asda.
Oh,
So
yeah?
this is a show and tell.
Mm-hmm.
So I found mulled wine spice and mulled cider spice in Asda, which is quite interesting, which I plan to use at some point.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to read the ingredients list from one of these, and I want you to guess which one it is.
Okay.
Okay, so allspice, dried orange peel, cinnamon, ground cloves, nutmeg. Which one is it?
Both of them.
Yes, they are both the same ingredients.
Yay!
The same thing in two different freaking boxes.
I'm good at this game. Because that was a
I was
complete
looking
guess.
at the ingredients and going, the same bloody thing.
It's just
It's like,
mulling
God
spice.
damn it. The only difference is the packaging. That's it. Everything else is exactly the same. Even the quantities.
Nice.
Well, welcome to products for supermarkets.
Yeah. It's like, my God. We're just looking at it and going, hang on a second. It's exactly the same. It's like, good grief. It's like, oh, well, I've got plenty of dry cider and red wine I can use for this anyway, so I can get myself drunk on that. So perfect for the winter's evenings. It's like, yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's very nice, very spicy.
Spice.
I've been practicing some more Christmas baking. So my Christmas cake is currently soaking up whiskey and sitting in my kitchen, and it's trying to crack in half. So I keep pushing it together and go on, glue together with the strength of your throat. So yeah. Or might have to just like sandwich it together with marzipan and hope that when anybody cuts into it, it just looks like it's actually been cut. So...
As opposed to the two factions being very alcoholic and just having a fight.
Yeah, pretty much. But this is the first time I've ever made a Christmas cake, so it's like, oh, okay, so yeah. And I keep looking at I watched the final episode of Great British Bake Off, and it came, you can apply for this, and I went, am I daring enough to try?
Well, there'll be some qualifiers before you actually get on the show, so there's no harm in trying.
Yeah.
Just
But yeah,
have a look at their T's and C's and see how much they own your life once you've gone on the show.
well, pretty much it's like the first thing first is, by the way, you have to send us pictures of certain things you've baked. It's like, okay, it's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
'cause
going to have to come up with some ideas and actually bake some things. So
Yeah,
yeah.
they want to be able to like at least quickly see if you're able to bake a thing.
Yeah. So my weeks are going to be like, right, what should I bake in here? So yeah, using my microwave and air fryer.
Yeah, you're going to get to the. If you ever make it on the show, you're going to get there. And it's going to be an oven. What do I do with this?
Yes, like hello,
How do I oven?
Mr. Hollywood. How do I work this?
Need some instructions.
I mean, that would be crazy. That would be a great thing to put on it. So, how do you bake at home? I have a microwave and an air fryer.
I don't want to know. Dear God. Anything else for the week, though, Hedge?
Pretty much just recording my latest audio book that I'm working on, and getting some other voiceover stuff done. But mostly it's just sort of, going through the motions of doing work and going, enjoying what I can do, and then go, right, what cocktail shall I make this week? So, yeah. I'm basically going, it's really weird living here on my own now and not having anybody around. Am I turning into another hermit? Am I? Because I don't like going outside anymore.
Welcome to my world.
It's like,
Just blame
I kind of like just being in this hovel. It's really nice. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like people haven't managed to crowbar me out for a while, so welcome to my world.
We're going to end up being the poor man's Howard Hughes.
Now we see how many people get that reference. Right, so I'm going to quickly go and do my week, because my week has been not that particularly eventful, because for the most of it, it was doing NaNoWriMo. I got to 58,000 words by the end of the challenge, so that was a success. In terms of what I've actually got to release, that was a complete failure, but it's all good. It's all good. It's getting there, little bit by little bit. Then Friday was work.
Ooh.
Boo. Working from home at least. And today was also work, but again, working from home, which is nice. It's all changed in the office tomorrow, though, because we've changed teams. So I've got a new desk and a new everything. And so I'm going to see how much of the stuff they've moved from my previous desk, because obviously I wasn't there to move it all. So that's going to be fun, trying to go, where's my mouse? Because I have a trackball. Where is it? Who's got it? That's it.
So what was the reason for the team change?
Oh, because my manager is going to have a baby. And so instead of getting a new manager, they've disbanded the team. And so we've been split up amongst all the other teams. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Kornowski says, my tree looks good. Thank you. I decorated it myself. The tree is as old as the hills. I think it was my mother's before she passed. So she passed in 2012. So that tells you how long ago that tree came about.
Wow. So it's at least 11 years old.
At least 11 years old, yeah.
At least. Wow.
That's the joy of fake plastic trees. They last. And then all the stuff on the tree is brand new. It all came from Asda on Saturday. Because on Saturday I went and did some shopping. Went into Asda and was like, right, what do I need? I need to get some food. That's always helpful. I need to get some bleach. And I completely forgot to get some bleach. And then I need to get some Christmas tree stuff. So I found a box of baubles, a couple of things of tinsel, and some Christmas lights. And need to get some more Christmas lights, really, because the very bottom of the tree doesn't quite have anything on it. And but I only got 3 strands of tinsel. I didn't realise how long they were. I thought I'll just throw a few things around the front of the tree. It'll be fine. And that turned into, oh my God, these are like, oh, okay. Are you one of these people that just decorates the front and leaves the back bare? It's not exactly bare per se, but yeah, it's not anywhere near. I mean, there's no baubles on the back. And it's like, there's no point. Who's going to see them?
But here's the big question: do you have chocolates on there?
Not yet. Yet being the operative word. Operative word. Yes.
Because there's always hang them on there. Don't touch those. They're for Christmas.
Yes, and they always go missing.
Now, don't touch them.
Yeah. It's like, you can have one a day. It's like, okay, well, how about I just eat all of them?
We couldn't even have one a day. It was like, we weren't even allowed to touch them till Christmas Eve.
Oh, no, we could.
Even then, it was like,
we could have them, but it was only kind of in the very last few days of run up to Christmas. So they had to sit on the tree, because the tree always come out pretty much December the 1st. Tree was up, and it was like,
yes,
right, and all the chocolates straight on the tree, and it's like, okay, now they have to be left there until like the 20th, and then we can start nibbling the chocolates down. It's like,
let's have a little tabletop tree, get a mini tree, mini tree. Yes,
it's a good thing when you don't have the floor space. Believe me.
Yeah.
Or you could just get a big picture of the tree and just like blue tack it to your wall.
Yeah, a poster.
Yeah.
A Christmas
anyway,
poster,
Charleston, how was your week?
Yeah, my week's been okay. Much like for DK, most of my week was concerned with polishing off my NaNoWriMo. Considering that my original target was 40,000, because I deliberately set myself lower just to be kind to myself. I was rather chuffed that I actually managed to reach 60,000.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah. I obviously had a lot more story to tell than I thought. But yeah, so since then I've basically just been badgering some people. So like, would you please read my manuscript and tell me what you think of it? I'm not asking anyone to go through it with a red pen on it like that. That's asking too much. But just give it a look. Tell me your general thoughts on it.
Style
So
did you write?
if anyone here is willing to read it, by all means, because I doubt it will ever be properly published.
What genre did you write for?
Sorry?
What genre did you write?
It is a contemporary comedy drama, I should say.
Contemporary comedy drama.
Yes, because the subject can be taken very seriously, but I wrote it with the intent of making people laugh as well.
Ah. So basically you've written a British rom-com.
Without the rom.
There is romance in it, yes, but it's not really about the romance per se.
Neither are rom-coms. They're not about the romance at all. They're about somebody bumbling their way through trying to talk to somebody.
Yeah, but
That's
romance is still
romance,
there.
isn't it?
It's still present.
Well, as someone that's aromantic, my experience of romance is just Hugh Grant. That's it.
God. Bimbling fop.
That's my experience.
We rewatched the Red Nose Day special where he transformed into Hugh Grant.
Oh, the Doctor Who, yes.
And we were making slightly inappropriate comments about Richard E. Grant and Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
I keep getting the two confused.
Well, Richard E. Grant is the person who will lick you. Hugh Grant is the person who you will probably want to lick.
But Richard E. Grant sounds like he was born in the 50s. Hugh Grant looks like he's from the 50s.
Richard E. Grant was the Scarlet Pimpernel. Hugh Grant was in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
He's Richard E. Grant has also played the Doctor twice.
Yes, because he was the animated version of the Doctor in Scream of the Shulker.
Scream of the Shulker. Yes, he was indeed. There's a bit of trivia for you.
Yeah. A very badly animated thing, I should say.
It's called
They got better as they went along.
Hall. Cosgrove Hall.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was Cosgrove Hall.
That explains an awful lot.
Animation Studio also did what was it called? The Infinite Quest. If you've ever seen that.
Oh, I don't think so.
I remember watching that as a kid because it was like done in like 5-minute segments after each episode of Totally Doctor Who.
Ooh.
But all compiled together would make a complete episode.
Nice.
So yeah, what else has this week been consisting of? Mostly just Christmas preparations. I mean, done something a little different this year. I've actually created a whole lot of recipe cards to give to everyone. At least everyone I'm giving a card to.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes, usually I sort of make little sweet treats to put in, but that then qualifies as a parcel, and if you're sending it internationally, that makes it extremely expensive each year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this
I
is a bit
imagine it
cheaper.
would.
Yes. It's like, I'd send you a sweet treat, but it's expensive, so here's the ingredients to make it yourself.
For those for sending parcels, try to make sure you're sending it well in advance because Royal Mail's going to get borked.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go on strike.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I'm okay, given what the recipe I've got is not a sweet treat. It is smoky and prawn tofu.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, paella, I should say.
Paella.
Yeah.
Paella.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just a little bit of comedy extra.
Oh.
I belong to this little club called Wine 52, which sends you bottles of wine every 60 days.
You don't drink wine?
I drink red wine.
You've always said you hate
We're not gonna continue that conversation, TK.
But,
we're not gonna continue that conversation.
And I got a notification from them saying your parcel is on its way to you via Every. I was like, oh, okay. At which point, a couple of days later, I got a notification from Every saying, sorry, we dropped your box. It's smashed into 1,000 pieces. We got to send you another one. It's like, Every just does that all the time. It's like, my God.
Dropped your box. It wasn't that it came down the delivery chute so fast that it smashed into 10 other different boxes and exploded.
Yeah.
Not speaking from experience due to temp work when I was very young at all.
Yeah, they say we dropped your box. What they mean is we played football with your box and it broke. We don't understand what the word fragile means. That's a long word, and it's complicated, and we're just not sure.
Yeah.
So we decided to play Keepy Uppy with the box, and it decided not to play.
Yeah.
I mean, when every is just crap, it's like, yes, they are. They rebranded themselves from Hermes, and people still went, "You're terrible."
Yeah. When I had my wine club when we were back in the house, I was always amazed that it actually came at all, because I worked in one of the places where those boxes were being delivered out in a place in Southampton. So I was always amazed I got my order.
I suppose it's useful if you work there and you see your order, you can just yoink. You don't need to deliver it, I'll take it home.
Those fucking boxes are heavy. You ain't yoinking it.
That's true, actually, yeah.
Well, there's still a wine warehouse that's still next to the station in Southampton.
What, the Majestic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, because that's where I get Father's wine from. Well, he doesn't want wine this year. This is the first year in ages he doesn't want wine.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to have to go to Hotel Chocolat.
Oh, yes. Which are now owned by Mars.
Are they?
Yes. Mars bought them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Mars bought Hotel Chocolat. However, there was a massive thing where the guy that owned it went, okay, you buy us, we stay exactly the same way we're doing now. You don't change anything. You do not change anything at all. Do you understand? They were like, wait, you're telling us what we can do with our company? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a condition of sale.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
There are companies who flat out do that. It's like, yeah, you want to buy us, that's cool, but the only way we will sell is if you originally affix to this deal, and if you fail to, we then have rights to terminate said deal and
they
get
know
company back for cheaper.
They've done so well as this ethically sourced company that if they suddenly go, hey, we've been bought out by Mars and now we're being made by stuff that you can basically get from Costco, they'd be like, no. It's like, no, we do it exactly the same way we're doing it. And the guy that basically is I think he's still the sort of CEO, but he's like sort of slightly lower now. He's like, yeah, I'll be keeping tabs on you guys.
Keep it watch.
Yeah, there was an entire story about it in the media. It was like, oh my word.
In the media?
Yes, in the media. Yeah. Because I got it direct. I got the story direct from them saying, hey, you might have heard about this. Things will be changing, but not in the way you think. And then there was like Telegraph with Mars Giant buys British-owned chocolate. And it was like, my God.
Was Hotel Chocolat British?
Yes,
Oh,
it
I
is.
thought it was American.
No, it's a British-owned company. Yeah, British-owned company.
Oh, was a British-owned company.
They used to be just a mail order delivery one that used to just be you posted through your letterbox as a club thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Then it got a few bricks and mortar ones, and then they went, okay, we've got a bit of money. We can now have this resort in the Rabot Resort in, I think...
if you can afford it, it's worth it.
Oh,
if you can afford their stuff, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
Yeah, it's very nice chocolate. Very expensive chocolate, but it's very nice.
Very expensive, though.
They're doing hot chocolate stuff now and their own hot chocolate systems, because I'm currently on their website.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Velvetizer. That's been around for quite a while.
Sounds like
I've got the cheap version by Aldi.
Been a while since I've looked at Hotel Chocolat, let's be honest.
Must admit, Velvetizer is something I'd expect to see in Ann Summers rather than Hotel Chocolat.
That sounds too upmarket for Ann
my
Summers
God.
these days.
That's true.
Oof.
And Jennifer says Snow's Destiny prefers Lindt chocolate. That's very tasty.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Hotel Celebration tin. Ooh, okay, that's not a bad idea.
Ooh.
Yeah. On that note, I think it is time we played a bit of a jingle and moved on to the next segment.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
And so, hopefully on the screen, we should see today's Jackbox code, which is CKBB. Charlie, Kilo, Bravo, Bravo.
I see a fax machine. This isn't our normal stuff.
Ah.
Your room code is CK.
This
Something
is
new?
not Quiplash. Well, it's not new, but it's not one we play often.
No.
Some of you can be in the audience. I promise it's just as thrilling.
It being December, we're gonna see people busy, so Mondays will be a bit quieter.
And there's also 10 people allowed in this one, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got Christmas Hog, we've got Rodent, Corn Husky, Jury, TK, Xavier. So I saw Southington in the chat earlier.
I have to stay late tonight because I'm plugged into the wall.
Nope, then Southington's appeared.
Hey!
Don't forget to select your character.
Yes.
Oh, icon.
Drag your name.
Drag your name into the box and choose your picture.
Yeah. Dragging being an important hint on what's going to be happening soon.
Yep.
Mhm. This is the tutorial.
I'm
Right.
sneaking out early for a massage. Gotta get these kinks out of my cord.
So we've got 2 holes left to fill.
Yes, come.
We actually got all 8. Jennifer, are we likely to get a Snow's Destiny?
Ooh.
We shall wait for an answer on that one.
Ottoman is having a kid behind me because he's feeling a little under the weather, bless him.
Oh,
Aww.
Yeah, it is the other reason why December is never good, because this is when all the colds and flus and other bugs just kick in.
yeah, they
Is
are.
he suffering from seasonal affliction disorder?
Finding routes to get from planes and shopping. Cool, okay, that's fine. Avoiding Avery. Good luck with that. They come when you least expect it. Normally when you're out.
Yes, pretty much.
Oh,
They
we saw you
leave
stepped
it
out of your house for 8
on-
nanoseconds. We tried to deliver. No, you didn't. I've been in all day.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
Take a seat. But don't sit on Kevin.
I've
He
had
works
that.
here.
They just put it outside my door and then go, you know, we tried to contact you. It was like, I've been sitting here inside.
right, I think we've got everyone, so I'm going to
Yep.
start as a game.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yay.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Never mind.
What's that?
too late.
Join
Ben's
the
woken
audience. Audience is still just as good.
Welcome, potential hires. We're thrilled you applied for this exciting employment opportunity. If you haven't guessed, I'm the boss around here, but I like to think of myself more as a buddy. A boss buddy. Water? Someone will get that. I can tell you're all great candidates. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of you and only one job. It's incredibly stressful. For me! That's why I developed a revolutionary new hiring process. I'm going to interview you all at once and force you to judge each other. Whew, I feel more relaxed already. Deborah, clear my calendar. It's time to get to know our candidates. My first rule of management, make sure employees feel prepared. So prepare yourself for some questions happening right now. Let's go. I'm gonna send some icebreaker questions to your device. Answer them any way you want. There are no rules, except this one rule. You gotta use at least 5 words, okay? If you're no good at chit-chat, you're no good to me. That's my first rule of management.
And so now we go quiet while we have to answer some questions.
I am not a fan of this prompt.
Right, that's one prompt out of the way.
That's
Loads of time left.
awful.
Half your time is up.
That one was a bit better.
Right. .30 seconds by the time y'all hear this.
Hey, you're almost out of time.
Alright. First one was awful. Second one was not too bad. Third one, I just managed to get funny.
Yay!
Submit.
Mastery, breathing,
Okay,
never
I'll
lasts.
just file these.
That's motivation.
Into the Shredomatic.
Now that I've put you all at ease, I'm sending my first round of hard-hitting interview questions to your device. But instead of typing your responses, you'll be using words from your fellow interviewees to answer the questions. Genius, right? Tap any word you see to add it to your response. If you make a mistake, tap the word again to remove it. You can also drag words around to rearrange them. Can't find the right words for what you want to say? Then say something different, I guess. The first rule of management is just make it work already.
And don't forget you can use any words that you see on the screen.
Indeed.
Okay.
Have I answered? Am I in? Oh no, that's the second question. Right.
You should be halfway done now, okay?
It's always hard. Or at least I managed to get a lot of punctuation, but my god, the word options. Serenity, every jump counts. Not sure on that one. Pete, all of the hosts are currently thinking deeply, by the way.
No, I've answered.
Oh, it doesn't show.
Not yet. It will do. I think it does it nearer the time, but we've still got over like 35 seconds left, so we're still good.
Strength. Go the extra movie.
No, you. Motivational poster better. There we go. Waiting for the jury, corn husky, and Christmas hog.
Hey. Hedgie is deeply thinking. Or thinking deeply.
The jury is in.
Hey, you're almost out of time.
And there's no safety quips. Corn husky and Christmas hog. Oh, Christmas hog is in and corn husky's in.
All right, business time. What's something you always keep in your wallet?
So, what's
I
something?
know one of these is better than the other, but as a test, why don't you guys choose?
So,
Go
what's something
ahead,
you always
go
keep in your
already.
wallets? The number 2 jet engine and a crown, or shit, free stuff, space, and water.
I mean, some of that is accurate.
And shit, free stuff, space, and water wins it.
Using words from 3 different people is worth a reward. Variety is the spice of business.
Well done to Jennifer Bad Christmas Hog, and I didn't
Tell
see
me,
the other one.
why would you be
Cornhusker.
Employee of the Month?
Well done. Go on then, Xavier.
You'll notice our
Tell
esteemed
me,
board
why
members
would
in the
you be
audience
Employee
get
of
to
the
weigh in as
Month?
well.
Me, Employee of the Month. I fetch a pail of water. And that qualifies. I not going to doing bullshit. Me in school good time.
Did you ask AI to write your resume?
Tell me your resume was written by ChatGPT without telling me your resume was written by ChatGPT.
If not, please can you get your resume written by
Nice trick stealing words from the
ChatGPT?
question. You can use just about any text you see on your device.
So extra
How
points.
much can you lift?
Go on, Charleston.
Okay, how much can you lift? My arse, my balls, really big roller, or a jet-ended Jack, Jill, and a pail of water?
This pail of water is popular.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
I'm guessing the prompt was something along the lines of say a popular rhyme
Nursery
thing. Yeah.
Wow, Southington got a big score.
Yes.
And I got some points, and so did Hedgie.
What does family mean to you?
Go on then, Hedge.
So, what does family mean to you? My family is someone depending on no one, or it be as beautiful as a edible hat I'd probably wear.
Alright.
So one of those that's made of tortilla chips.
Nom 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 tortilla chips.
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas Hog wins it.
Hey. And I got the rainbow bonus.
You did.
What motivates you to give 110% every day?
So, what motivates you to give 110% every day? We got persuade them gently as a melon facsimile every day. Or you want to give 110%? No one really gives 110%.
No one really gave 110%.
Yeah.
Correct
Unless
grammar
you're,
here.
unless you're Lou Ferrigno on The Apprentice.
Oh, Xavier got that one.
Ooh,
That was a
wow.
big score.
The question is how many. Yes, there we go.
Rainbow bonus.
Yay, I got some point.
What's your
Our
greatest
language getting
workplace
improved. Good, eh?
Go on, Xavier.
What's your greatest workplace fear? Butt tired, butt plug not going in, or smell random food art on platform will never get bored?
People actually playing those, or are they just going, random words make funny?
Sometimes you've got to
Punctuation
work with
is
what you
an
got.
Punctuation is an option. Butt plug, I believe wins for reasons. Why am I not surprised TK was all about the
What
butt
is
plug?
something that inspires you?
Go on, Justin.
What is something that inspires you? Body, secretly controlled by rats who communicate via butter and toast? Or just probably tickling a photo booth?
Oh, this is going to be a hard one.
Yeah.
People are you swayed by rats or swayed by otters?
And it was close, but Rodent wins it.
Yay!
And the rainbow bonus.
You're still
What qualities do you look for in a team?
Hedgie.
What qualities do you look for in a team? Holiday money, get random scribbles, or the proper who sing to you and rule the world? Is that Tears for Fears?
Oh, because everybody wants to rule the world with them. It's gone to Rodent.
Oh, the audience
Swayed it.
broke the tie. And the rainbow bonus.
Jerry Southington and Xavier got points.
Points.
A good manager knows that people are more than just numbers.
Oh,
Still, the
God,
numbers are the main
PNG
thing.
slides.
So let's see.
Yay. Word art.
And
I'm currently in the lead, but only just.
Is it just
Then
me,
Xavier,
or is
then
it
Hedge,
boring?
Jerry,
Rodent, Southington, Cornhusker,
Time
and
for some
Jennifer
more
Bass.
icebreakers.
very close in the top 5.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
More
Okay,
icebreakers.
you know the routine.
Yeah.
Write whatever you want, and don't be afraid to get descriptive. Paint me a word picture, dang it. Stevens, I need you to call security ASAP. The creepiest looking guy I've ever seen just walked by and... Oh, that's your new haircut. Take the rest of the day off and fix it.
All right, prompt 1.
I'm here to inform you that you've used half of your time.
Okay. Lots of words, punctuation. Totally irrelevant because everything's going to get chopped and bugger here.
Yes.
That's half the fun. I've done my icebreakers. There are still 25 seconds left on the clock by the time you hear this.
Leverage. Life is more than jelly.
With a
May
tiger.
not have time. Yeah.
Jennifer Pratt
Jelly
and
tiger.
Southington.
You should hurry, time's running out.
With 15 seconds.
Just Southington left, quickly.
3.
Everyone's in.
Hey,
This counts
everyone's
as your
in.
orientation, by the way.
Oof.
Round 2 of questioning. This time, I want to know how you would handle some tough workplace scenarios. Remember, you can use any word you see on your device in your answer. Try grabbing a word from the question itself. I bet whoever came up with this is pretty cool. It was me.
Right.
I have got some poor selections.
You are about halfway through the timer.
There, I have successfully entered in 2 answers. Paradigm. Forget the donkeys.
What exactly are those things called? Those sort of like posters where there's like a photograph and some sort of inspirational quote that isn't a quote.
They are literally called motivational posters.
Mm-hmm.
And if the quote
Nope.
is negative, they're demotivational posters.
And nobody could think of a better name.
Nope. I made one at work. I had a nice picture of a sunrise. Like a really, really nice looking one that I found on Google Image Search. With a caption underneath of sunrises. And then the smaller text, because putting text to a photo makes it motivational as shit.
True.
I'll be honest.
We are waiting for the jury, Corn Husky and Christmas Hog.
Time's almost up.
Comprehension. Put some cream in your day.
there's a website which creates AI-generated motivational memes as opposed to motivational posters, and sometimes they're good, they're inspiring, sometimes they're blooming terrible.
Yeah,
The
when
rickety
we
old
started
vending
this, we
machine has
found that
claimed
site.
one of your
It
precious
was bad.
dollars once again. How do you react?
Off you go, TK.
So, the rickety old vending machine has
Well,
claimed
your
one of your
device
precious
is
dollars
now.
again. How do you react? Visiting every sodding beach in Cornwall and eating your precious dollars again? Or sneeze again and again, run away, followed by vocal react?
Followed by vocal react. You mean you complained? I did. Excuse me,
This
I
round,
wish you
every
to
vote earns you
understand my
even
vocal
more
reaction.
points.
The jury won.
Very,
Many points.
very
And
well,
the rainbow
sir.
bonus.
Our aural attention is directed towards you.
The company has laid off the custodial staff and
There you
implemented
go.
a chore wheel. How do you respond?
Go on, Xavier.
Okay, the company has laid off the custodial staff and implemented a chore wheel. How do you respond? Yell really loud, call Barney, and he'll cook stinky food. I will order vacation to shop in Milton Keynes. Not sure which is
Milton Keynes.
the best.
you, you love me. Now let's cook some stinky cheese.
No.
I love you, you love
Oh.
me. Let's all move to Milton Keynes.
And Milton
Also
Keynes wins
no.
it.
Proving
It's a
that Milton
weird city.
Keynes
How do you
really is the
convince your
boss of all
coworkers
jokes.
to come to your community theater show?
Oh, go on, Charleston.
So how do you convince your coworkers to come to your community theatre show? Fail, then BB, then designated sleeping, or stomping on the floor, sing to your coworkers, convince Siri.
So you have a tantrum, scream, and then demand Apple fix it. My God!
Oh, it's
Oh!
Well, you wet yourself.
Oh!
Oh,
So close.
Southampton's won this game.
Yep. And the rainbow bonus as well. Good grief.
You notice Frank fell asleep at his desk. Again. What do you do to wake him?
Go on, Hedge.
You notice Frank fell asleep at his desk again. What do you do to wake him? Negotiating on a price of good shirts at Frank? Or I used a spider having spasms. That was great benefit.
Spiders scary enough, but spiders having
Frank now
spasms,
works
that's something
well.
else.
Oh my God! It's a super hit. It's
Synergy.
a synergy. Alas, no rainbow bonus.
No
You
rainbow
didn't get
bonus.
a point.
The
Okay.
entire office is covered in sand. What do you do?
So the entire office is covered in sand. What do? I'd be in bed due to climate change. Or give clothing banning QWERTY.
What did QWERTY ever do to you?
not apparently.
Oh, it's a 50-50 split, but it went to climate change. Well done, Hedge.
And I got the rainbow bonus.
Hey. And I got some points. Hey.
There's a mandatory initiation period for new hires. What derogatory nickname do you prefer?
There is a mandatory initiation period for new hires. What derogatory nickname do you prefer? Boxing Dingo Paws or Detroit, then Montreal? I just didn't prepare the nickname correctly.
Hey, Detroit, what are you doing over there?
It used to be the thing.
Stabbing someone.
Get named a city.
And Detroit and Montreal, I wrote. And the rainbow bonus as well.
And I got some points. Yay.
A coworker keeps leaving you out of the group lunch order. What do you say to them?
Justin?
Okay, a coworker keeps leaving you out of the group lunch order. What do you say to them? Order me lunch, I frightening random teeth. Or Subway? I'm not going?
Subway?
Yes,
Only
it's
old
a
YouTubers will know that reference.
Subway. Hey!
Oh, I got more points.
That's the rainbow bonus.
Your best office buddy is eating lunch with the new hire instead of you. How do you react?
Edge.
You bet your best office buddy is eating lunch with the new hire instead of you. How do you react? That is bullshit. I checked explosive luggage up his pants leg. Or put random objects on new hire and scribbles art. You mean right kick me on his back?
Everyone wanted Bobo instead.
Rainbow bonus, yay!
I think TK's now in the lead.
Could be close.
Good job. And speaking of jobs,
Scores
let's
are
see
quick,
who's most
though,
likely
guys.
to get one.
Alright, so there's the old scores. What are they now? Okay, I'm slightly in the
Boy,
lead.
if I were you, I'd be real nervous now. How about one more icebreaker to keep things light?
It's a bit of a gap.
It's a bit of a bigger
Don't
gap, but
overthink
the
it.
last round
Just
has all the
put down
points.
whatever enters your mind. Unless you're thinking about funhouse mirrors, not flattering.
You're about halfway through the timer.
Right, just waiting for Xavier and Southpaw. Oh, no, just waiting for... Oh, everyone's in.
Hey,
Looks like
everyone's
words
in.
to me.
I'll just shut up.
Okay, it's the final round, and it appears we're missing something. Your resumes. Probably my fault. The wolves. They come at night and take everything. But you know what? I don't need resumes. Just finish the personal statement that's already started on your device. In the words of my dad, this is your last chance to impress me, so make it count.
Words.
I'm here to inform you that you've used half your
I
time.
don't think I'll get the points. But I got my answers in, so we'll see how things go. There's a lot of intense thoughts, by the way, from all the hosts.
Balls, 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 balls.
I've messed mine up.
People never stop eyebrows.
Everyone remembers that Cadbury's commercial.
Narrowing it down would certainly help. Okay, so TK, Tajiri, Christmas Hog, Southington.
Do you remember the Cadbury's Day Milk commercial with the two kids who had the dancing eyebrows?
No, what, sorry?
Vaguely. Just Hog.
What was that, Charleston?
The Cadbury's Day Milk commercial where the two kids had the dancing eyebrows.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's
They were
see.
very deadpan throughout it.
Right, so first impressions. We have a few. We have I Sayed. I turned up breathing and it doesn't
Cast
annoy
your
me.
vote now.
Or I do. The harnesses didn't prepare my experience. Or I say, play it with the big friends. I do. Sneeze. Challenge unlimited breadsticks. Be careful.
Challenge unlimited breadsticks.
How unlimited are your breadsticks? Let's find out.
You say they're unlimited.
I
Very
challenge
well.
you.
Challenge accepted.
It's the last round.
Almost
and
was a challenge
board
to
has
breadsticks.
approved a generous bonus to your score.
And
rainbow
the rainbow
bonus.
bonus.
Hold on, people, you get points. Xavier.
So, final first impressions. On the left, about me, I say that they romance each other with slow head bobs. I do romance with quick head bobs and clucks. Sensing chicken question. About me, I say shop for ingredients. Or I do, first, I drink the wine.
Yep.
That's the majority of middle-aged English people.
So, do we want to go wine drinking or blowjobs?
Bobs.
Blow bobs.
Slow
Hey.
head bobs. What do you think they're doing when they're head bobbing, Xavier?
Listening to music, because we are not that disgusting, are we, TK?
Speak for yourself, darling. We're not for kids, that's what we're not. Charleston.
Not with these answers.
Okay. I say I believe in wearing loincloths. Fear my t-shirt. I do. Someone said me wood is hot. Or I say, Jack, what is your bucket? I do Jill. Oh God, the implications of this one. It's like it's dirty either way.
Oh,
Xavier wins it.
I thought I'd go for the smutty gag and see if it worked.
Don't think it's enough points, though.
Nope.
Hedge.
I say dingo, 100% waterproof. I do tickling boxing gloves automatically. I say, for the millionth time, laughs or squeaks, I do see rats in the bank playing Sudoku.
Now I've got a question to prompt where Sudoku got mentioned.
Digiri gets it.
It was a Dejiri versus Corn Husky.
And the rainbow bonus as well.
On Roden Southington, Xavier got points.
And I'm the one who mentioned Sudoku.
I declare this interview over. This has been the toughest decision I've ever avoided making.
No, I don't think we caught up in time.
I got third place.
I got second.
I got
The
first.
job goes to...
Yes, we did. The job goes to
Congratulations. You're our new
Yay.
Minister of Micro
host,
and
of course.
Macroaggressions.
you Minister of Micro and Macroaggressions.
Welcome to the team.
The hosts don't always win.
Oh, and Kurt, you're fired.
Honest.
That was fun. Well done, everybody. So, Xmas Hog. They romance each other with slow head bobs and quick clucks.
Had to be a chicken.
Xavier,
question.
I used to believe that doing well in school would be of great benefit. That was bullshit.
True.
Is that the top one? Oh, no, there we go.
When, not going to bed with a butt plug helps with a good night's rest, as does an early bedtime and heading to bed when you're tired. That prompt was, what do we do for a good night's sleep? Shoemakers are secretly controlled by rats who communicate via shoe squeaks. This is how they rule the world.
Speaking as the resident rat of this channel, that is very true.
Half the art they show isn't real art, it's just objects and random scribbles that have been put on a platform and made money. So says Rodents.
There was some question about saying something controversial in a art gallery.
The number 2 engines burn oil in the jet I was travelling on and forced us to divert to Detroit, then Montreal.
That
Says
was
Hedgie.
Name something strange that happened to you on an airplane.
Ah. Yell really loud, stomping on the floor, cook stinky food, and buy a cat or two, says Corn Husky.
That was probably, what's your aspiration for when you retire?
Did we get Dingo and Paws?
Get out of bed and get out of bed. Try get out of bed. Try again and then fail, followed by sleeping. Then get out of bed for pee-pee. Then sleep or slee.
Slee. Oh, Slee.
Okay, we're back now looping then.
Yes.
Question: how do you get rid of mice in your house?
Dingoes and Paws. That's scary.
That one on the screen now was, how do you think tricked chickens flirt?
Right, so that was Job. Let's go back to the main camera. Hedges on screen.
Ooh.
I enjoyed Job. That was good fun.
That was very silly.
It was indeed very silly.
It is very silly indeed.
I think
yes.
we're going to have time for another quick one and then potentially done and dusted after that.
Ooh, well, do done and dusted now. If anyone's got anything, do it now.
I have it.
In that case, I shall play the jingle.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio reviews stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
So, I need to put the screen back onto Charleston. That always helps. There you go.
Yes.
Right, fire away with your Done and Dusted.
All right. So, yes. Just over a week ago, I went to watch Wish, the latest of Disney's animated movies.
Yeah.
Now, if you do a quick Google for this, or just look on YouTube for reviews of it, it would seem like the entire world hates this movie, because almost every single thumbnail is about how terrible it is, as is every title. It's not terrible, I must say. To me, this for Disney Animation Studios is what Phantom Menace is for Star Wars. Because Phantom Menace, when you really look at it, it's not a terrible movie, it's a bad movie, but the main reason it's considered to be as bad as it is because it's come with the heels of one of the greatest trilogies ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very much the same thing, I think, for Wish. It's not as terrible as many are implying it is. It's just mainly gaining as much hate as it is because it's come over the heels of a century of mostly timeless and beloved animated classics. Mm-hmm. That having been said, a bad movie is still a bad movie, and I would consider this to be, by quite a clear margin, the weakest movie of their current era. At least presuming that we're still in the era and haven't moved on to a new one yet. So, where to start? Firstly, a little nitpick. I wish they called it something other than Wish, because every time I Google Disney's Wish, I keep getting cruise ships. And I don't want cruise ships, I want info about the movie. They really should have thought about that somewhere in their branding department.
Maybe they did. Maybe that's exactly why they named it Wish. It's like, we'll bury the search results, it'll find cruise ships.
Quite possibly. So yeah, let's start off with talking about the art style. People seem to either really love this or hate this look because they're trying to do the CGI traditional hybrid thing that has been popular ever since Spider-Verse made it a thing. If you ask me, I think the look of this movie is almost there. I can see they're trying to do it, but they haven't quite achieved it. It just mainly just looks like it's not quite rendered properly, which is weird because a decade ago they nailed combining the CGI and traditional look in the short film Paperman. I mean, that movie is just over a decade old, that little short film. And even though I can now see how they did it, it's still amazing to look at, which this isn't. It looks like what it is. It looks like just slightly flatter CGI.
To be fair, they nailed it in The Lion King.
Yeah.
The Stampede, that was all CG.
Ah. I did not know that. Thank you for the trivia.
There we go.
Also, I found a lot of the costume design to be really boring. I mean, one of the things I love about Encanto is that they really put a lot of thought when doing the character designs, what each character would wear. Specifically, all the members of the Madrigal family. Each costume has its own distinct meaning. And that's not the case here. They're just wearing, for this time period at least, ordinary clothes, which is really dull. All that being said, on a positive note of the art style, I do think it has a very pretty colour palette, and it's also very nicely storyboarded. It all flows nicely. Moving on to the story, this story makes no sense. There are plot holes abound in this, and they are not hard to find. The general premise of this doesn't make sense with this basically the city where they all conform to this cult-like thing of giving away their dreams and forgetting about them so they can all live a comfortable life. And apparently nobody's questioned this. So, like, is this really the right thing to do? Also, this movie is full to the brim with references to their prior work. Sometimes it's all right. I mean, one of the ones I liked I was seeing was when the villain starts to become evil, and we'll get to that because I have things to say about that. There's a scene where these green light hands shoot up in sort of this position. And I looked at it and I thought, you got that from the Poor Unfortunate Souls season of Little Mermaid. I'll give you that one. Other times they are extremely distracting. Because when the lead character wishes upon a star for the first time, in the background you hear the opening bars of the song When You Wish Upon a Star. And I thought, oh dear God, no, that's way too on the nose there.
But it is Disney's main theme. It has been ever since Pinocchio was released.
Yes.
Yes, but it should stay with Pinocchio in terms of what movie it's in. So, also, let's talk about the lead character, Usher. She's likable enough. She's approachable. She feels like someone I could probably be friends with if I was in real life. At the same time, though, she is extremely, I would describe, cookie cutter. She has a very similar look to all the other princesses, besides just having this over-shoulder braids and inevitably her race. And she also has the adorable personality, which is very commonplace for Disney princesses as of late. Which I don't usually mind because I feel like those other stories justify that better. But in this movie, because it's so back and forth, making her a dork, it feels more like just a de facto personality they gave her because they didn't know how to write her. And I'm not really a big fan of her big I Want song because whoever wrote these songs did not know how to write gentle lyrics. They didn't realize that you can actually leave the music alone for a bit and let the music sit by itself. Speaking of songs, the villain also has a main song in here, which again a lot of hate. I disagree with most of other people here. I actually like the villain song a lot. I think it's a refreshing change for them to do an up-tempo pop number as opposed to a Broadway gloomy thing. But even though I do like his song, I do have big problems with this villain because he is way too sympathetic. He's got this backstory that's hinted to be like a tragedy in his life. He's got a wife, queen, who clearly loves him and supports him in all his decisions and thinks he's actually decent. There's a duet he sings with the princess, which sounds like it should be a love song. Also, when you think about it, he kind of actually has a point with keeping everyone's wishes because maybe not all wishes should be granted. Maybe someone's wishes to murder somebody. Maybe things like that shouldn't be granted. And this villain really should have been somebody that you should have hated from the start. Someone like, I don't know, Maleficent or Scar, or someone who you could think to yourself that you'd love to hate. And it's like, no, I actually kind of want to like this guy, and I'm not meant to. Also, there's a lot of side characters in this to talk about. Valentino is sort of the main animal sidekick character, second to that being the star that the character literally wishes on. Both of them, they're not really necessary, but at the same time, they're not unwelcome. I was never sort of groaning whenever the goat came on to talk about whatever. I just sort of thought, okay, we're going to have a moment with the goat here and then move on. And also, Usher has these 7 friends who one of them is a bit dumb, one of them sleeps all the time, one of them is always blushing. You get the gist with that. But one of them, who is sort of modelled after Doc, always walks around with a crutch under arm. I'm like, positive representation of a disabled character. Yes, more of that, please. That's the only one I like of those because another one, I won't spoil who, even though I doubt anyone's really going to care. But one of them ends up betraying Usher halfway through the plot. And because these 7 characters are all joined at the hip and never leave each other's side, we never get a moment with them alone. When this character ends up betraying Usher, it feels so incredibly hollow. It just feels like they chose him at random as for why he decided to betray his best friend. And it wouldn't have... If part of the reason that's bad is because one of the characters that we do get more focus on is the one who's playing Grumpy, because they wanted to spend more time just giving him punchlines to say. So that's pretty much... I'm reading off my notes here as to what I thought of this movie.
Southpaw
like
is
I say,
objecting. Sorry, I was interrupt there, but Southpaw says composers are Julia Michaels and Benjamin Rice, who also worked on the Lady Gaga version of A Star Is Born.
Yeah, that's one critique I've been seeing of this, that they chose singers who are more common for pop music than they are for traditional Broadway. I didn't mind that so much. I didn't mind having a bit more of a poppy feel. It would be nice if they at least knew what a leitmotif was, because there isn't. So yeah, on the whole, not a terrible watch. I sat through it fine. I actually paid extra to watch it in 3D,
Ooh.
which I'm kind of regretting now because I think it would have been just as good in watching it flat. But at the same time, it very much just feels like it was sort of shoehorned in for the sheer sake of doing their 100-year celebration. And this could have been a good story with a couple of rewrites. I think they needed to spend less time thinking of this as a reference book and more time as a storybook. And that's my quick review of Rish.
From what I understand, there was a lot of corporate meddling behind the scenes, and that the artists, animators didn't really get to tell the story they wanted to tell. And they were very much put pressure on from above to include a lot of the references, a lot of the in-jokes and things. They really didn't want to include. I mean, the star character was originally going to be a person-type avatar.
Yeah.
And they looked amazing. And then we ended up with what we got, and it was like, oh, thanks, corporate.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the case. I guess nobody will ever know. I do partially wonder if the reason they backtracked on that idea was because of the negative reception that what's her name? In Raya and the Last Dragon, Aquafina's dragon character. Because everyone seemed to hate that character. I don't mind the dragon so much. But I wonder if they maybe looked at and thought, maybe we shouldn't have a talking sidekick. Maybe it should just stay like a cute little mute thing. I don't know.
May also have been starting to step on story ideas from something like the I can't remember. It's Star something with a lightning ship. No, lightning ship guy who's a Muppet who ends up learning how to sword fight versus witches. It's literally a star falls from the heavens. I've got the bloody DVD and I can see it and I can't think of the name of the bloody thing.
We'll just watch Xavier destroy his microphone.
Yes.
Way to go. He's broken the world.
Well, mute him for a bit while he fixes things.
Yeah, but it might have been a story legal thing for the original idea. That's what I was thinking.
Possibly. Like Star was all right. It wasn't great. It was just cute to look at, basically.
It was there.
It didn't really make a lot of sense, really, because like she wishes on a star, and the star literally comes down to greet her, but then the star refuses to give anyone wishes besides all the animals for some reason.
Okay.
Gives them all power to talk and move.
God.
One of whom is named Bambi, just to say. Another egregious reference.
Wow.
And also talks to a bear named John.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, another thing from the concept art was that, from what it looked like, the villain and his wife were apparently meant to be like a villain power couple. They were both meant to be equally as evil as each other.
Which would have been awesome.
Well, people say that. I do think that kind of maybe have gone wrong in itself, because I think it could have been very easy to accidentally write them both as the same character, just different genders.
Maybe, but even so, we haven't had a Disney evil power couple before.
True.
We could have had one. That was stolen from us.
Have we not? Have we not had a?
No, they've all been lone.
Really?
They've all been lone wolves.
Oh, wow! I'm sure there was a. Wait, what about the two henchmen of Cruella de Vil? Wouldn't they count?
No, because A, they're not a couple, and B, they're not the evil ones. Cruella is.
Oh, it's true.
She's
yes,
just employing them.
Yes.
Yes, but the whole point of a power couple is they're a couple. They're not just two random henchmen.
Yeah.
Talking a little bit about the not power couple, I guess we'll call them. My personal idea for how to fix this would have been, this could sound terrible out of context, so bear with me here.
Ooh.
I think that the Queen character should have been a domestic abuse victim. I think she should have been agreeing to the king's way of doing things, not out of genuine love, but out of fear. Because there are a lot of kids out there who struggle with domestic abuse in their home. And when the Queen character, mild spoiler alert if everyone cares, starts to actually turn against him, it would have been a measure to say, hey, we don't have to take this. You can actually, say no to this sort of thing and power against it.
Yeah, but that would involve modern Disney having a moral, and we can't be having that now, can we? But on that note, I think some final thoughts before we go into the next game.
Ooh.
Final thoughts. It's fine. It's just filler for your kids, really, if you have kids.
Southpaw says
It's not going to.
48% on Rotten Tomatoes, says Southpaw.
Wow.
I don't really watch Rotten Tomatoes scores because people confuse them as scores and rather as percentages of thumbs up and thumbs down. Even so, I think you'd probably say that I'm in the lower half of that percentage if I was an official critic.
Sounds fair. Right. I'm going to cut everything short as we... it's time to pop back to the game screen as we have a little bit of Fibbage 4, Enough About You.
Oh, another one of these.
So, yes, this is one where use a name where people will be able to identify you.
Ooh.
Oh God, this is the one that confuses me every time.
What the?
Hold on, got a phone call coming.
Oh. You have to mute both Charleston and Xavier now.
Yep, Xavier is still doing maintenance work. So we
Well,
have...
I've told them to wait a bit, so...
So we have myself, Tajiri, Jennifer, Hedgie.
And the code is Nisla.
And you do get one chance to change your name if you've chosen something that's not identifiable. Oh yes, the room code is NSLA.
Wait, so is the point to have an identifiable name or not have an identifiable name?
To have an identifiable name. The questions will be
Right,
about us, the players. So we need to know who they're referring to.
Who it is. Yes. So the code is NSLA, New Seekers Lead a Cappella.
Oh, another little quick thing about that Wish movie. Has anyone ever noticed that the typeface they used for Wish is exactly the same as that for Fantasia?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, another reference they've stuck in.
Yeah, even within the branding.
Oh, God.
And Drew says, don't be anonymous for this game. That's right.
Okay, we had 8 people last time. We should still have 8 people for this one.
Not
We should
yet.
have 7.
Waiting for Xavier.
Yeah.
Corn Husky's not up for it. That's fine.
Huh?
Xavier is in. Southpaw, will you be joining us? Mr. Otter has gone, so you probably won't be.
Okay.
Corn Husky says it'll be in the audience. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's
Yep.
fine.
Southpaw is also
If you
in the
want to sit
audience.
out, that's fine.
Hey, all right. So I think it's 6 of us.
Justin, is your other half going to play?
I think he's gone out to bed.
Okay,
bless him.
that's fair enough. In that case, we have everyone, because I'm not seeing anyone.
Hey.
And just to demonstrate a point, I put on the 2 logos on the general
Discord.
chat. Oh, no.
The jury says, come on, I want more people to fool.
I think that's all we're going to have for today.
Yeah.
Yep, it looks like it. I'm starting the game. Feel free to join the audience once the game starts. Fibbage, enough about you.
I'm Cookie, and fun fact, I'm paid in a currency known as Jack Bucks that can only be exchanged for old milk. Now there's a good-looking group of players. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the ultimate frisbee game going on outside my window. You guys look fine. Oh, and if you're not playing, don't forget you can still join the audience. Audience members earn points by guessing the truth and fooling the players with their lies. Let's go. All right, listen up. You're about to see a question on your device. Just answer as honestly as possible. During the game, you'll make up lies about the other players. You get 500 points for everyone you fool with your lies, 1,000 for finding the truth, and when the question's about you, you get reputation points for players who get the right answer. Good? Good. Answer your question now.
So don't forget, this is the one where you're going to be the truth. And we have 3 truths so far. We've got 4 truths so far. 2 left to go. You've used about half your time.
That timer's at the halfway mark, by the way.
Yep, thanks. 1 truth left. If you're still typing, that's you. Everyone's in.
Hey, everyone's in.
First question. This player's Top Gun nickname would totally be blank.
Ooh.
Now, use your device to write a lie that'll fool the others into thinking it's what this player really wrote. And if this one's about you, just hang tight for a sec.
How do Top Gun nicknames work?
I
I've
don't
seen the
know.
first one. It didn't really keep
Top
up
Gun
with it.
nicknames, it's like Maverick, Goose, Iceman. It's normally what someone gives you in terms of how you fly.
Yes. I've never
Okay.
actually seen either of the films, so I wouldn't know.
I saw the first one. I just thought this is 80s cheese. I can't be bothered.
80s cheese is great.
'80s cheese is best cheese.
These are your choices. Take your best guess at the truth and
do
select
have a
it
goose.
on your device.
Right, so the jury's Top Gun nickname would totally be Wolfwalker, Air Dog, Maroon, Gopher, Goose, Clickbait, and Dingo, he says.
You got clickbait. Oh god. I can imagine aircraft control for the for the Air Force. It's like clickbait, you are clear for landing.
Let's see how it shook
Fun
out.
fact: Dingo is actually Goofy's name in French.
Wolfwalker was Charleston's lie, and Hedgie voted for it.
Oh.
Dingo. Audience went for it, and it was my lie. Air Dog. Everyone else went for it, and it was the truth. Yeah.
Shame there was no Snoopy, that would have been good.
Oh, Clickbait's got a lot of likes.
Oh, God.
Well, this just shows how he has never seen Top
this?
Gun.
Yes.
The building, business, or attraction this player would like to be trapped in for 48 hours is blank. Write your lies now.
Oh yes, the lie part.
How well do you all know me?
At least a couple of people thinking about it.
I'm in.
One more.
And then I think this will be Xavier's question to read.
Ooh.
Right, we're all in.
Okay, here you go.
Right, so the building, business, or attraction Charleston would like to be trapped in for 48 hours is IHOP, a laser tag arena, greenhouse, not during the summer, I think, a cheese factory, a movie theatre playing bad movies, Disneyland, or Disneyland Paris. Some very specific answers
There's
there.
some choices there. I'm torn between 2. I'm guaranteed I'm going to go for the wrong one.
I think I know which two you're torn between.
All right, who picked what?
Movie theatre playing bad movies. Half the audience went for it, and it was the jury's lie. I was right. I knew that'd be the jury's lie. Disneyland. The jury and Xavier went for it, and it was
Nice,
Hedgie's
love
lie. A cheese factory. Jennifer went for it, and that was my lie.
Yeah.
And Disneyland Paris. myself, Hedgie, and half the audience went for it. And that one was the truth. Yes, got it right.
Because that's the one where you get to meet Remy, like I have.
Yeah.
Remy? Oh, is he not at the other ones then?
Not as frequently.
Ooh,
The Cheese Factory got 5 likes. Nice.
wow.
And the audience got 520 points.
Disneyland Paris is the one with the Ratatouille land.
Player could totally get
Ooh.
away with it. They would steal blank. Submit your lies now.
If Hedgie could totally get away with it, he would steal what? But the list is so huge, how do I narrow it down?
Is it smutty? Yes, there you go.
Well, actually, it wasn't.
That's TK.
That's the trouble with knowing Hedgie. There's too much choice.
All right, pick the truth.
So, Hedgie, why don't you write us the list of what you'd steal if you could totally get away with it?
Okay, if I could totally get away with it, I would steal beverages, an oven, people's voices, your heart, Jessica, money, your boxes, or all the knowledge of cocktails. One of those things I already have, and I'm not going to say which one it is.
Well, we definitely know it's not an oven.
Actually, technically, an air fryer is literally just an oven, but in a different sort of method.
I don't think this is the correct answer, but it's one that made me laugh so much, so I'm going to vote for it.
Let's see what you picked.
People's voices. Jennifer went for it. It was Chelsea's lie. Your boxers. Myself and the jury went for it. It was Avia's lie. It's also the truth. All the knowledge of cocktails. Everyone else went for it. That was my lie.
But not everyone went for it.
Oh yeah, only half the audience went for it. Money. Half the audience went for that. And it was the truth. Of course it was. It's Hedgie.
I want to know who the your is in these your answers. Well, your boxes more specifically. Jennifer, I think, is easy to identify.
This player's dream vacation destination is blank. All right, type in your lies.
That was an easy one to give a lie on.
Dear God.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to vote for it, but I think it might be a slightly too obvious lie.
Yeah.
But then I thought about that, the knowledge of cocktails, and everyone went for that too, so
Yeah.
It's close enough to being believable, that's the thing.
Yes.
that's true with Hedge, living with him for nigh on 20 years.
Yeah.
When you get very open-ended questions like that, you go, but there's too much choice.
Okay, these are the choices.
So, Xavier, where would your dream vacation destination be? Read out the list.
Okay, so we have Tasmania, anywhere, so long as it's by coach. Italy, Hawaii, Portsmouth seafront, someone's optimistic. French Polynesia, Italian Riviera. Honestly, who wants to go to Portsmouth seafront?
Hey, I was born in Portsmouth.
We are
you-
sorry for
And
your
you're now
loss.
living in Wales. This says everything.
It's the country's only island city.
Well, Anglesey was on an island.
Let's see what everybody picked.
Anglesey is the island.
Yeah.
It's not
Italy.
a city.
Jennifer went for it, and it was Hedgie's lie. Anyway, so long as it's my coach, half the audience went for it. That was my lie.
Well, at least you got one there, TK.
Yeah. Italian Riviera. Literally everyone else went for it. And it was the
This is
truth.
the truth.
Rather an easy one.
Yeah. Portsmouth Seafront got a like.
So the French Polynesia got 2 of them.
Now listen up. This player loves hanging out with friends, but not when they go to blank. Okay, enter those lies.
I feel this answer may be a callback to a previous one of these ones we've done. But don't ask me what that was, because that was a long time ago.
Bing.
Right, I think Hedge, you can read this one when the answers are in.
There you go. Find the truth.
Okay. So, Jennifer loves hanging out with friends, but not when they go to the pub, nightclubs, the racetrack, Portsmouth Seafront, Tesco, loud bars, or McDonald's.
Pretty sure everyone was mostly on the same wavelength with this one.
Okay, how do we do?
So, McDonald's. Charleston went for it. And it was Xavier's lie.
Points.
Portsmouth Seafront. I couldn't resist and knock at half the audience. It was Hedgie's lie. Nice callback. Loud bars. Everyone went for it. It was my lie.
Yeah. Oh, no! It was the truth.
Almost
Hell!
on that one. Not
Yep,
your
it was
best
nightclubs.
work.
Oh.
Same concept, but different.
Yes.
Jennifer, I agree with you.
Yes. And it was got
Portsmouth
fuck's
Seafront
sake,
got
you
4
lot,
lights.
honestly.
Try this one on for size. The scariest thing this player could hear as they were falling asleep is blank. Enter your lies now.
So, what is the scariest thing that I could hear as I was falling asleep? Oh, actually, I've just thought of a better answer. Damn it.
No, your answer can't be Naked Edgesaurus opening the door.
Well, crap. The one time I get to use my own meme and I'm banned.
You're not banned. I'm unbanning you. You're allowed to use it.
I'm banning you.
Right, we're just waiting for one more lie. Everyone's in.
Hey.
Time to seek the truth.
Right, so we get some answers of scariest thing I could hear when falling asleep is cage rattling, crackling fire, someone breaking in through the front door, scuttling under bed, negative critique of the Lion King, Hedgie masturbating, or computer alarm. I think another answer you could have is Xavier's snoring stopping randomly during the night.
I'm not entirely sure how that could be scary, TK.
And it either means that you've either woken up or you've stopped breathing. I'd rather not have you dying when you're visiting. Thank you very much.
Moment of truth.
So, scuttling under the bed. Hedgie went for it. And it was Xavier's lie.
Ah.
Cage rattling. The Jerry and Charleston went for it. It was Jennifer's lie. We have Hedgie masturbating, which is a terrifying sound, and it's half the audience, but it was Hedgie's lie. Negative critique of the Lion King. Jennifer went for it. It was Charleston's lie. And someone breaking in through the front door. Xavier and half the audience went for it. And that one was the truth.
For the literal answer.
Yes.
Truth, yeah?
By the time they've broken through the front door, TK will have been awake, had a shower, shaved, coffee.
I do a double, and Hedgie gets the most likes. Yeah, the cast don't always win.
No, we don't
when they
always
do.
win.
Audience, rank 6. Wow, in a bad way.
Anyway. I got the most likes.
Yes, you did.
Yay!
So,
I got
rest like
something.
Hedgie with 12 likes.
Wow,
That's
12 likes. Damn!
Best lie, loud bars, fooled 50% of the players. Tajiri, born yesterday, got fooled 4 times. Jennifer, complained the whole time. It's true. Let me look at Discord. TK Tiger, too pure for this world. Fooled the fewest players. Despite having one that fooled half of everyone.
Yes, yes.
How does that work?
No idea. I think it's probably he fooled the fewest players, but fooled.
But when he did, damn.
At the same time, yeah. So did the best lie, and that was the only good thing.
Is it gonna give us a different thing? Really wanted to play TMP. It's true. There we go. Chelsea says, totally agree with Jennifer about nightclubs, though. I actually like to hear conversations. Yes, so do
Yes,
I.
I do.
This is why I go to pubs, not bars or nightclubs. Because they have levels of respectable volume for noise.
Well, bars normally do. It's just bars are pretty much designed just for drinking it, whereas pubs also serve food.
Hedge, we've lost you.
Yeah, I know. My camera's gone.
His camera's gone.
Do you
I
want to
don't know why.
close your laptop lid and lift it back up again?
Yeah, but then it will disconnect Discord.
I think we may as well wrap up because it is 10 past 10.
Okay.
It is.
So we may best be wrapping up and letting people go to bed because some people have work tomorrow.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. Boo. I do not want. Right,
Tough.
so let me just quit the Jackbox. There we go. Disconnect everyone because I keep forgetting to do that.
Yes.
Right, so
Anyway.
yes, it is time for us to say good night. The jury says, congrats, TK. Meow. It's like, thank you. That was a rare thing. Actually, not 1-1, but 1-2. I shall sit on that for until next week, where I will get utterly trashed and come last in both games. But on that note, it is a good night from the disembodied voice that is G.
Good night, everybody.
It is a good night from the Xavier.
Good night, everyone.
It is a good night from the Charleston.
Good night, and Ottoman probably says good night as well if you were here.
Yep, and it's a good night from myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching and listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Join us next week, where we shall have more fun, more frolics, more stuff, and other assorted bits like that, along with Jackbox games as well, and maybe some done and dusted. Who knows? We'll see what we get. But, he says, quickly looking for the jingle. It is time where we all do that awkward wave as we say, night, night, everybody. Night, night.
Night.
Night.